Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, September 28th.
What this city needs the most is industry coming in our city.
Local small business owner and Army veteran Mike Norris is running to be the next mayor of Palm Coast. He says the city needs to look at its tax base as a first step towards smart growth.
Right now, our tax base is more than 90% on residential housing. We can't just be residential housing. That is not going to sustain us. Families now, water bills are over $100 before we ever turn on the tap, and it's not sustainable. We're so out of balance, we are not going to be able to survive unless we diversify our tax base. That means pushing into getting industries to come into our community.
Norris says Palm Coast isn't a retirement community any longer.
Half the people coming here are retirees 55 and older. The other half are people that are struggling, trying to make ends meet and having to leave the county every morning to go work somewhere else. And we have to fix that.
Norris has been a resident of Palm Coast since 2006. He owns Palm Coast Pressure Washing and Paint and pet service company Aloha Critters of Palm Coast. Tomorrow on Flagler's Morning News, Mike Norris talks to WNZF about affordable housing and the future of development in Palm Coast. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
AI is a great capability, but just because we have the capability doesn't mean that it will have the desired effect.
Dr. Sheldon Jacobson, founder of the Department of Computer Science at the University of Illinois, points to deep fakes to show the detrimental power of artificial intelligence.
AI can produce audios, videos of people saying things that they never said, doing things they never did. And as a result of that, people will start to have a certain suspicion of, gee, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't fit the personality of Ron DeSantis, for example. It doesn't fit the personality of Joe Biden. It doesn't fit the personality of the person who is presenting some voice, some idea, because AI can make it look so real that it's very hard to detect. But we have to look at the substance rather than the style to determine really if it is real.
He adds all industries could fall victim to AI.
Bad actors exist in all industries and all places. Cybersecurity is a tremendous threat. And people can use AI to misrepresent, to fool people, and ultimately, at the end of the day, people have to own it. They have to be responsible for what is being presented to them. If they're going to be taken advantage of and lose money or other resources, ultimately, they have to make decisions. We can protect some, but we can't protect all. People have to be responsible, and this is the new world. This is a new world with AI.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
The annual Pink on Parade 5K is returning to Palm Coast.
Palm Coast is happy to once again partner with Advent Health Palm Coast to present the Pink on Parade 5K on October 8th to help provide breast cancer awareness. John Subers is the director of the Advent Health Palm Coast Foundation.
We don't know who these patients are, but every now and again, somebody will walk through our office and say, thank you. We got a mammogram through the program several years ago, and they detected something, and you saved our life.
The event is part of the Advent Health Foundation's Pink Army Initiative fundraising efforts, which have been providing screening services and treatment to local patients in Flagler County since 2009. To date, the initiative has stood to support 595 patients who've had almost 1,000 procedures related to breast cancer and diagnostics. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Is drug court for everyone?
Mike Feldbauer said no. He said that while many people go through drug court getting help and getting on a program, not all of them take it seriously.
It boils down to a personal decision that this is what you want. And it's not unusual to have somebody go through many programs before the light finally goes off. Somebody relapsing can be, what's the national average, about 7 times from rehab to relapse before they finally get it for most people.
Feldbauer said that some make it through and never relapse, while others go through the 14-month program, graduate, and are back on the streets the next day doing drugs. He said that the person who wants to recover is the only one who can make that personal decision. Listen to Lifeline on WNZF Saturday mornings at 9 or on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, meet the county antagonist. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.